Hi Internet. I'm back. I haven't really left, but this is one of my videos for today. It's the review of Sailor Moon Crystal. Now I know what you're thinking. Sailor Moon Crystal happened like 2 weeks ago. Why are you reviewing it now? Well, unlike a lot of people that reviewed it 5 minutes after watching it, I decided to sit down and watch it several times. By the time this recording, I think I've watched it 13 times. That's not weird at all. Most people would have done 2 or 4 and then done the review. But I watched it 13 times. And in light of the, next episode coming out this weekend, I decided might as well make a video. I took notes in my Sailor Moon book. Classic Sailor Moon book. See, look, no, you can't see any of that, but I got pages of notes here. Just littered. My red pen ran out at one point, so I had to switch to a pencil. It was really intense. Also, currently 105 degrees where I'm at. Really hot. Had to turn off the fan to do this recording because the fan is really loud. So I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can, but being thorough. So let's begin with the beginning. I'm going to start and say this out straight. I loved the artwork for Sailor Moon Crystal before the show even started. A lot of people hated it. They thought it was the worst thing ever to happen in the world. Anime's being ruined by this. It was beautiful. It looked exactly like the manga. I don't see why people had a problem with it. Haters gonna hate. Whatever. But after this aired and you saw because beforehand we were basically just seeing stills. We hadn't seen much animation at all. It was just stills. The most animation was when she sees Tuxedo Mask, as you find out in the episode. She goes, that's literally the most animation we had during those trailers. I don't see how people could judge it based on that. So anyway, fanning myself off here. Let's continue the lovely train, the love train. So I loved it. And it opened up, thankfully not like the 90s English dub, with a little backstory. That was a bit ridiculous. It opened up with, you saw space from the trailer. You saw the space from the trailer. And then it zoomed in from that quadrant of space into the Milky Way galaxy. And then from that Milky Way galaxy, it zoomed into our solar system, where it showed, strangely, I think 5 planets. It showed, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and it showed a 5th. Was it Saturn? I can't remember. Maybe I'm just being completely wrong, and they only showed 4. But yeah, so it's is there going to be another Sailor Scout? We're not anticipating. But if it's like the manga, it won't. We'll have to wait till next season. Here's hoping for next season. Because this first episode was spot on. And then you cut to an alarm clock. Oh, sorry. I skipped ahead a bit. They had the princess and the prince, Prince Darien. If I use the English dub names, I'm sorry. It's because I'm too afraid to get the Japanese ones wrong. My bad. Prince Darien running after Prince Serenity. And they hug, and they're about to kiss, and then alarm clock. Sailor Moon freaks out, and is like, Mom, why didn't you get me up? And she's like, I did, honey. And she's like, ah, and then goes running down the stairs and falls down the stairs. At this point, we're already laughing. It was pretty funny, that morning scene. She runs off, steps on a cat, turns out to be Luna, helps the cat out by kissing it. This is really funny. The entire thing was you were scoffing. She makes a joke about, why does the morning have to come so early? I don't know. It was really funny. I think it embodied what Sailor Moon is, a lazy freak. When we go to her school, or her friends are, bullying her, #StopTheBullying 2014. She then goes home after being very depressed because she can't afford any jewelry. And her mom kicks her out, which is, again, funny. Overall, this episode, really funny. I loved how funny this episode was. You were rolling, laughing. It was pretty funny. And then, just like in the manga and in the anime, in all 3 incarnations of the anime, this basically happened the same. Where Luna jumps through the window and is like, Sailor Moon, here, take this. And Sailor Moon's like, oh, it's so pretty, it's so pretty, it's so pretty. Ow, ow, ow. And it starts glowing, and she's all Moon Prism Power makeup. And then she transforms. The transformation sequence, I thought, was very, very well done. It was a bit weird. This is probably my only gripe with it. I did like it, but at the same time, I didn't. It went from 2D to 3D, and I don't know why it did that. The art, I don't know why the art changed. I didn't see a I didn't see a need for the art to change. Did anyone else see a need for the art to change? I don't get it. But the music was good. You know, it was not the music I was expecting, but it was good. And then she comes out, and then her not ear things, the red domes on her head start, you know, she's hearing her friend screaming. Oh, she's like, I have to go help her. Which I hope those red hair pieces get more use in this, unlike in the other animes where it was used during that one episode and never mentioned again. I hope it gets more use. Because it's cool. You know, that's kind of cool power, super hearing. So, she runs down, helps her friend. I think her name's Naru. In the English dub, it's Molly. Molly. She has a Brooklyn, New York accent. Anyway. And the monster, her mother, not her mother, you know, the evil monster, wasn't as scary this time, which was kind of disappointing. I still liked it, but I liked in the original anime where Sailor Moon jumps in, and then the monster does a 360 head turn to look at her, and you're like, ugh, that's really weird. And Sailor Moon's shocked by that. And she's like, who are you? And then, you know, you're like, say it. Say it. And, you know, I'm the champion of justice, blah, 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 Sailor Moon. In the name of the moon, I will punish you. And then she runs around for a bit because she's a dweeb, gets knocked over, and then starts crying. And I like this, what they did here. She started crying, and then the thing started shattering. And in the anime, Tuxedo Mask throws a rose. Rip. Never forget the rose. We will be missing this. I know I will. Never forget. This is my cosplay rose. Shout out. And it's cool because, like, the glass is on the ground, and then you see his reflection in all the glasses, like, Sailor Moon, stop crying, get back up. And then Sailor Moon looks up and looks around, like, where'd it come from? I don't know. And then you see Luna on the keyboard, and she's like, Sailor Moon, shout moon, tiara, boomerang. Yes, boomerang. Yes, they said boomerang. Although in the original, before the reprint of the reprint, I think it was called Moon Tiara Frisbee, but boomerang sounds way cooler. She touches it, and it goes circly, and you're like, Moon Tiara Boomerang. Not as much fanfare, which I kind of like and kind of don't. I wish there was more fanfare for the first time, but after that, you're like, okay, got it, just throw your tiara, let's move on. So the music that plays during when she throws her tiara, I thought that was going to be the transformation music. And it wasn't. And then monster dies, everyone's free from her grip, and then she hears Tuxedo Mask. He's like, I didn't find the legendary silver crystal, but I did see something interesting. See, I could do the English dub. Viz Media, call me up. And she turns around, she's shocked. And then Tuxedo Mask in the window. Classic framing, it was beautiful. It was like, nostalgia! And I'm jumping out the window. And then he jumps out and is like, Sailor Moon, I will not forget that name. My name's Tuxedo Mask. And it's like, you are so cool. Tuxedo Mask is the best. He has a tailcoat now, by the way. He is so cool. Tuxedo Mask. God, I love him so much. He's the best, like, anime character to exist. That's how cool. Roses! Not anymore. No more roses. I'll still be cosplaying roses. I'll be 90s Tuxedo Mask. Like 90s Godzilla. Oh, wow. It blabbered a bit. So, what would I give this episode? I would give this episode a solid 10 out of 10. No, I wouldn't. I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. There were some problems. But overall, it was pretty good. Pretty good introductory. I think a lot of people will be using this to introduce themselves to a whole new world of Sailor Moon. Not only that, but Hulu's also streaming the classic episodes now. Hopefully they'll be streaming English dubs. It's kind of weird if they're doing that or not. Now, Moon Pride, the theme song. I never hated it when I heard it in the trailer. A lot of people did. A lot of people wanted to go out and start lynching people. That's how much they hated it. And I was like, guys, it's catchy. Moon Pride. Guitars. And people were mad. I was like, I get it. It's not Moonlight Densanetta, right? Densanetta? It's a D something. But they were wanted to. It was awful. But I'm glad that after the episode aired, a lot of people's fears, I think a lot of people were afraid of this. So they were already saying, oh, I already hate it. That way, if it was bad, they could say, I told all of you. But it wasn't bad. It was great. I'm really excited to see where the series is going. And I hope gets a second season, and that brings me to my next point. Piracy. I might make a whole different video on this, because it really annoys me. Sure, you can go to the... I was okay with... I may have to make a different video for this, because I don't want... I'm going to make a completely different video for that. So, overall, what I think of Sailor Moon Crystal, it was great. Go watch it. It is arguably one of the best animes currently on the market. Thank you all for watching my video. Click like and subscribe, as always. And, well, see you later. Say bye, Sailor Moon. Bye, everybody. My name's Sailor Moon and I cry a lot. Meh, 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 but thousands of people still love me, including him. Bye, everybody.